quarantine. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, crazy time. Alright, there is complete. Here's your brief. And I tell you about these are safety belts, seat belts and harnesses. Keep them on at all times, please. Let's see, air vents right up here. You're close to your cabin air down here if you'd like that. Yeah. These are emergency exits. Open the door by pulling that. These are emergency windows here. And we've got, if you see any traffic while we're flying, let me know. Just keep other eyes and ears out there for extra traffic if you have any questions. Pods and tack timer noted and checked out. Fuses look good. Heat pad is locked. Fuel valve is on. I'm sorry? Well, I thought do you have to pull those out or?
All the fuses are
in. Yeah, I didn't know what would happen if they look bad. Good point. You have to take them out and look at them all. Oh, jeez. I should probably know that. Yep. Alright. Before starting engine. Carb heat. There we go. Okay. Carb heat off. Mixture. Yep. I don't know, should I prime that? He just came in. Alright. Primer. Beacon is on. Top area, I'm going to say clear.
Riverview traffic. Helicopter 5 Golf Romeo, 2 miles south inbound, main ramp. Riverview.
Okay. Yep. Got me okay? Loud and clear. Okay, excellent. Oil pressure looks good. It's in the green. Pre-taxi, taxi. Mixture as required. Seatbelts and harnesses. Everybody's good. Bring up the flaps. Vent defrost is all set. Avionics, standby. Altimeter set to 603. 122.9. Lights as required. Test the brakes. My brakes are good. Would you like to test your brakes?
Yeah, I have the brakes.
You have controls? I have controls.
My brakes are working.
Excellent. Controls. Alright, attitude indicator, turn coordinator, and heading indicator. I'm going to set my heading indicator, the magnetic compass. I'm going to check the turn coordinator as we taxi out. Make sure the wings are turning in the direction that our turn is and the ball moves the opposite direction and that our heading indicator turns appropriately as well. Okay. Weather. Alright. So I looked at the windsock and it kind of looked like we should take off from 3-2, but I'm going to double check that as we go out.
Okay.
Still pointing to 3-2, which is nice because we're going up north, so.
Uh-oh, stop.
Oh!
Pull out that way.
Pull out the other way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he called or not, the radio was off, but.
Yeah. Haven't done it yet. I don't think that's the one from Auto Executive either. I wonder where that's
I don't know. When we make the corner, I'll check the end number on it.
Riverview traffic, helicopter 5, Gulf Romeo down and clear, Riverview.
Oh. The reason I wanted you to turn, that rotor prop downwash is as dangerous as prop wash.
Okay. Never saw a helicopter in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it 180 here to the right.
Okay.
So don't go past this line, and we'll do our... Before takeoff, may get that nose wheel pointed forward. Alright. I'm going to check the flight controls. Up, down, down. Flight controls look good. Fuel valve is on. Trim is set for takeoff. Make sure the best power. Throttle to 1700. Magnetos. Got a good drop. Go to the right. Another good drop. Full car heat. It's good as well. Engine instruments look good. Suction looks good. Meter looks great. Check the idle closed. I'm also going to pull the carb heat at the same time. Make sure it still runs at idle, and it does. Pull it a little bit more, actually. There we go. Back up to 1,000. Doors and windows, you can lock your
I'll
windows
close
before
mine
we
just
take off.
before takeoff. I'll let you know when it's closed.
Strobe landing light looks good. Transponder to altitude. We're at 1200. We're on the CTAF here. I'll record our time when we're taking off. Another thing I can tell you as a captain's brief is if we experience any engine failure before takeoff, we'll make sure to land, stay straight on the runway and brake.
Okay.
Below 1,000 AGL, and basically
way,
pitch for best glide speed.
And by the way, your passenger.
I'm not going to say that to a passenger, but do you want me to tell you or no? Oh, okay. I already know what to do then. So a normal takeoff, the flaps are going to be up, carb heat's off. We're going to mix your best power, full throttle, rotate at 50, and climb out at 72 if you want to do a normal climb out.
Yes, sir.
All right. Riverview Cessna 18 Golf, back taxi, runway 32, Riverview.
By the way, on the check ride, the examiner may want you to say all of that.
Okay.
In fact, he probably will just to make sure.
Okay.
And you're clear on the final.
Sky looks nice and clear.
Okay, my window is closed and latched.
Beautiful, thank you. Sure. Okay. We already did our flaps are up. Carb heat's off. Make sure the best power, I'll make a call. Riverview Cessna 18 Golf, departing runway 32 to the north, Riverview. Airspeed's alive.
the engine, quit right now, what's the first thing you would do?
First thing I would do is start pitching for 65.
Push the nose down immediately.
Push the nose down immediately.
Immediately.
Get some airspeed, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, that speed will stay up there. If you hesitate, it will stall and spin. You have to get it down instantly.
Okay. And I'm nervous around here because you basically only have power lines.
Oh, right here in the field, right here.
Where would you look at?
Right down here is the field.
Okay.
There's some little fields over there.
Yeah. Alright. So according to our plan, we're gonna go up to Baldwin. Try to cruise up there at 4,500. One of my first checkpoints. Didn't write down what time I started at. Approaching I-96.
pretty nice up here tonight.
It's pretty nice. Better than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, as we get into the evening, a lot of that stuff should disappear.
That's great. You like flying at night?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's some additional risk, but no, I love flying at night.
Yeah.
So just thinking ahead, even though you haven't done any night flying, what might be some of the additional risk of flying at night?
Oh, you could accidentally fly into IMC and not know.
Okay.
Clouds.
That's
you could
one.
obviously get disoriented a lot easier with, you know, this, you know, you're pretty much looking for lights, I believe, not being up before them. Mistake certain areas or things look a little bit, you know, your depth perception might be thrown off a little bit.
What might be what you would think might be one of a pilot's biggest concerns about night flight?
Biggest concern? Just simply getting lost.
Not that so much. What happens if you have an engine failure?
Oh, yeah. A little bit harder to find your best runway, huh?
Sir.
And I think that's a very good point. Looking at the clouds and knowing I was planning 4,500, do you think there's any problem in just staying at 3,500? It's pretty clear, and I don't know how close we'll approach those, but
you're flying the airplane. What do you think?
I mean, I like staying at this altitude right now because I feel pretty good.
Okay, stay at this altitude then.
Can pull it back to a little more of a cruise, and got my second checkpoint out there already. For Sparta.
Yes, sir, it is.
My next one was Grant.
Okay, tell me when we get to Grant.
And that one will be some lighted towers we were looking for, 3 nautical miles off to our left, off to the west. And that was approximately 12 miles from our previous checkpoint, which is about 9 minutes, so we should be looking for it around 5:52 or so. Oh, 5:51. Around 5:50.
just curious, is there a reason we're not flying at 3,500 feet?
Yeah, I'm assuming at 3,500 is going to put me right in that cloud cover.
No, it won't.
It won't?
No.
Okay. I guess I need to learn my depth perception in regards to the clouds a bit better. I was a little bit nervous about it, so I need to stay 500 below.
That's true.
I was intentionally kind of going down a little bit, but
Okay.
But I like your, I mean, that's what I'm out here for, is to see, kind of learn what that distance looks like, you know? I think we're just a few more minutes and we'll be almost to our next checkpoint. There's a nice checkpoint too, could have been those lakes.
Yes, sir. That is the Croton Dam backwater.
Oh, okay. Well,
No, I take it back. That is probably, was it Hess Lake? I don't know if it says on here.
it's right by the two.
That's probably that Hess Lake right there.
Yep. Yep, that looks like it. Yep, I can see why towers might not. Oh, I got the tower right there.
But they are hard to find. They are, especially when it gets hazy like this.
Yep. Oh, that was right on time.
Okay.
51. This next checkpoint is going to be about another 11 minutes. So about 2 minutes after 6 or so. weather out.
Ah, it is. It's nice. It's warm today, but not hot.
Yep. Nuevo down there, I think.
Yep, and right there's the Nuevo Airport. Well, what used to be the Nuevo Airport.
Oh, okay. No longer there?
No longer there. Actually, you can kind of see what used to be the runway. See that low? That used to be the runway that went this way.
Oh, wow.
At the Baldwin Airport at night?
Have I ever?
Can you?
Oh, can I?
Can you land at the Baldwin Airport at night?
I printed out the directory, and I should know that. I don't know without taking a guess. I'd have to look again.
Nope, there's no lights there.
It's probably on here, right? If there's a star?
Nope. We'll get the Baldwin up here. Airport elevation, blank for lighting.
Okay. So no lighting?
No lighting.
Okay. Good question.
have it made for navigation.
I like looking out and kind of seeing the cities though.
Oh, but I mean, that's magenta line on there.
Yep. It's cheating almost, isn't it?
Almost. When I first started flying, if your airplane had a Loran system in it, it was a big deal.
What's that?
It's basically it's a marine navigational system, but you could use it over land.
Oh, okay.
And gee, probably 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, it completely went away.
Oh. Yeah. It's amazing how much technology has changed.
Oh, I know. But I'm a firm believer, if you have the equipment, use it.
Yeah. I like that we still have to learn it this way though too.
Well, yeah, this is your backup in case that phone dies on you.
Exactly. We are almost right on time still. That's White Cloud.
Okay.
I planned that for about 6:02. Trying to find that airport. Must be right off our wing there.
That's it, right there on the wing.
Yep. That's right around 6:01. We get to our next checkpoint, which is the Whiteley electrical towers there. Okay. It's going to be right off to our right, and we'll be only about 9 miles away from the airport at that point.
Okay.
So I'll start making calls and start our slow descent. I figure we'll land at runway 27.
Okay.
Enter on the downwind and make a standard left traffic pattern. Pattern altitude at this airport, since the elevation's 828, would be like 828. So my goal is to get us down from 3,500 to, pattern altitude, just on that standard descent.
Okay. by the way, 4,500 would have put you in the clouds.
Okay. Yeah, it was weird because I knew it was going to be clearing in, and within I think probably on our way back, all this will be cleared out.
Pretty much so.
Yeah.
Well, at least it won't be any worse than what it is now.
Yep. Should be a couple more minutes, we'll and after that we'll just have Big Star Lake off to our left. Make a 10-mile call.
Okay.
Baldwin traffic, Cessna 18 Golf is 10 miles south of the airport for runway 27, Baldwin traffic. There's the little town. 6:08, right on time, just about.
Okay.
See the field straight ahead.
Okay.
Baldwin traffic, Cessna 18 Golf is 5 miles to the south for Runway 27, Baldwin. Got Big Star Lake. They also have a grass strip here too.
I've never landed on the grass, so I don't know what the condition of it is.
Yeah.
If you're ever going into an airport like this and you think you might have to use the grass, it's best to call ahead and ask what the condition of the grass is.
Okay.
For this here, all you'd have to do, there should be probably a number for the airport manager listed in the directory. Because at an airport like Baldwin here, they might not mow it. Or if they mow it, not very frequently.
Okay.
Because the majority of the people landing here are going to want to land on the pavement.
Correct. Baldwin traffic, Cessna 18 Golf, 3 miles to the south for runway 27, Baldwin. I did verify this is the same frequency up here, so. Seatbelts and harnesses are secure, checked. Landing light is on, mixture is to best power, carb heat is on. Baldwin traffic, Cessna 18 Golf, left downwind for runway 27, Baldwin. Alright, this is a nice line up here. Right at 1800. Alright, I'm going to be my touchdown point, pull the carb heat, I'm within the white arc, and I'm going to drop in 10 degrees of flaps. Baldwin traffic, Cessna 18 Golf, left base for runway 27, Baldwin. Degrees. Fine, looks good. Baldwin traffic, Cessna 1 takeoff, final for runway 27, Baldwin. Lot of birds.
Yep, alert.
How was that? Should we back taxi, or do you want to pull over? Or
No, we can back taxi. How'd your time work out?
take a look. 6:17. I think it was just about right.
Okay.
Baldwin traffic, Cessna 1 takeoff, back taxi runway 27, Baldwin. Nice pavement.
They resurfaced, or didn't resurface, but yeah, cleaned up the surface about 3 years ago. Because I was talking to the airport manager who they used to resurface this and do everything.
Oh, okay. Trying to bring this down to Riverview?
Yes. But the city of Baldwin got money to do, from the state to do there.
Oh.
And Riverview couldn't because it's private.
Oh, okay. Alright. 6:17, 28, 38, 48, 45. I was about 2 minutes earlier than I thought I was going to be.
Within 3 minutes, that's all you need to be.
That was great. Alright. Now what I could have done too is I'll just pull off over here and...
Right, just pull off on the edge here,
Okay.
and so you're looking at final.
Okay. Like right when it...
Yeah, just where you see the white spot over here.
Yep. Okay.
Don't go off the runway though, but just pull off to the edge and look that way, so if anybody's coming in, you will see them.
Got it.
Just like this.
Perfect. Okay. Alright. So we landed at 6:18. Okay. So bring up my new one here. Alright. Clean up for our normal takeoff. Flaps up and carb heat off.
Let's do a short field takeoff out of here.
Alright, I'll do a short field takeoff. And then, like I said, we'll head back down to Riverview.
Okay.
Alright. Move this. Probably pull this back just a little. Head around. field. I'm going to take off with 10 degrees of flaps. You want to pull out the POH? Short, so obviously I'm going to use as much runway as I can.
Okay.
When I pull here. And the idea is basically, I'm going to rotate still at 50, but I'm going to climb out at 64, which is our VX.
Okay. So why are you using 10 degrees flaps?
Or am I getting this confused with a soft field? I thought it called for 10 degrees on the short.
Takeoff distance, flaps retracted, hard surface runway.
Okay. Okay. So 0.
And now let me go back here just to show you something else.
Okay.
Flap settings. Normal and obstacle clearance takeoffs are performed with the flaps up. The use of 10 degree flaps will shorten the ground roll approximately 10%, but you'll lose the advantage over the 50-foot obstacle. Therefore, the use of 10 degree flaps is for soft or rough fields.
Okay. Alright. So this is not soft and this is not rough, so we're going to leave the flaps completely up. So basically with this short field takeoff is you're just rotating at 50, but you're climbing out at VX.
Right.
Until you've cleared your obstacles, and then you can then pitch for 72
Right.
VY and climb out. Okay.
So when I say stuff like that, I always have you verify it with the POH or the owner's manual.
Okay.
So you don't think I'm just telling you stuff.
Perfect. Thank you.
My window is closed and latched.
Okay. Final looks clear. Try to get as much runway here as I can. For a short field, I'm going to hold the brakes too. Up to maximum RPM. Time is 6:23. Airspeed's alive. Rotate at 50.
And I'm looking off at the edge. It looks like we're clear of all the trees.
Cleared all the trees. Pitching for VY.
So you might wonder, how did they get such a nice wide runway up here?
Yeah.
It's because Whirlpool used to have a conference retreat up here.
Oh, really?
And Whirlpool put a lot of money into the airport.
Okay.
But now
That
they
makes
don't
sense.
they don't have the retreat up here anymore, but now Baldwin gets a nice airport.
Good deal.
When we start heading south, I'll tell you about another airport where a corporation put in a lot of money.
Beautiful airport.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, they don't have any facilities there, but
Yeah, there's
but it's
nothing
still
there.
nice.
There's a porta potty and that's it.
Yep.
Alright, let's go head to the south here as we climb up to 3,500. Get that sun out of our direct face a little.
Oh, yes.
Go almost right over Big Star Lake. we got a density altitude we're not going to climb, and we're full, pretty much. Weight capacity, at least.
Let me know when you're at a safe altitude and I can talk to you.
Yes, sir, I will. Big Star was right on time. Light hours will be 6:33 about.
This is just an FYI thing.
Okay.
Since we're heading south, I would have only made about a 30-degree intercept angle and gone further south.
Say that one more time, I'm sorry.
Instead of...
When I was coming in, or right now?
Yeah, so I would have just made a shallower angle and picked up your on course down there by the open field. Like I said, I'm just thinking, man, I'm going cross country, I want to get there now, and I don't want to go all the way here then back. But that's just an FYI thing. Do whatever you feel comfortable doing.
Okay.
But yeah, for the first time, that's probably what you're doing.
Okay, so you're saying when on my climb out, I could have turned a little quicker than going all the way to...
No, I wouldn't have turned quite so far to the east.
Oh.
I would have gone more to the southeast.
Okay.
Like right now, I'd probably be going almost straight south.
Yep. That's about where I was just going to turn. I've got pretty much I can see this road for sure is the south.
But I have a few more hours of cross-country time.
Just a little. I mean, this is my first.
I know.
But it's great advice, I mean, for sure. Cruise up to 3,500 again.
Sounds great.
That was my planned altitude originally as well, so.
114.5 to the east. 1,600 feet inbound the landing runway 32 Riverview.
Was that a Riverview call?
Well, that's what it sounded like, but...
Towers.
Oh, yes. Okay, another airport where a corporation put a lot of money into it was Drummond Island.
Oh yeah, did they? My friends had a place up there. Have you flown up there?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Domino's Pizza used to have, well, maybe they still do, but they had a resort up there.
No kidding.
And they put a lot of money into it.
Wow.
In fact, but I don't think they have the resort anymore.
I never knew that.
Uh-huh. A couple years ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago, when I was still flying charter, somebody was building a house up there. And we would take a work crew out of Holland up there on Sunday night, pick them up on Friday night.
Oh, how nice. Yeah, that sure beats that drive.
Yeah.
With the ferry and everything.
But now you got to think, all of the charter time was plugged into the cost of that house.
Oh. Was it you saying that's a private residence house? Oh boy. Wow, that's a lot.
Oh yes.
Wow. Yeah, I'm sure there's some nice places up there for sure.
Oh yes.
Beautiful. What would you fly up there?
2014.
What was that?
What was it what type of aircraft would you fly when you were chartering up there?
A Cessna 402, a twin.
Oh, okay. How many passengers?
About 2 or 3. We could carry 6 passengers.
Wow. Nice.
But you had to have one little guy to sit on the last seat in the back. And one big guy to sit in the right front seat.
Oh, is that for weight and balance?
Yep. And then, because we were pushing gross weight, the workers were limited to the amount of baggage they could take.
Oh, okay. Yep. Does the White Cloud VOR still operate, do you know? I know I could read it, but...
Well, I don't know. Try it.
See what it shows here for... What, I think, well, let's see, is that it? 117.6?
That would be it.
117.6. You listen to it, right? Oops. But I don't see Morse code. Oh, there it is. Yep. Right now you hear the Morse code?
Might be out of service.
Yeah, I think that is. I think I remember reading it was, so... Alright, that's really loud. Because, I mean, ultimately I could just turn to the 2 if it works as well, but...
It's not working, is it?
Nope.
Back up a voice identifier says in op. Or a Morse code identifier says in op.
Yep.
the FAA is just not fixing VORs anymore.
Yeah, because it's just, they don't want to invest in old technology, is that the idea?
So many people are flying with
this is
GPS and stuff like you have right there.
For runway 27, touch and go, Wilderness.
I show a few more minutes and we should be able to see White Cloud. The big beautiful city of White Cloud.
Oh yeah.
I love driving north. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do my first cross country to anything up north that just... I know we'll be doing that a lot.
I mean, for a cross country as a student pilot, you probably won't do it. But Mackinac Island is a nice place to go.
Oh, that will be a really fun trip. Now, when you get to Mackinac Island, there's no cars on the island, right? Or,
that's right.
So how do you get from the airport to kind of the action?
You get two choices. You can walk, or you can take the horse and buggy taxi.
Oh, there's horse and buggy taxis at the airport?
Yeah, they'll come up there and pick you up. If they're not there, just give a call. Now, when my wife and I go up there, we usually get up there and we usually walk to town because we've been sitting for a couple of hours in an airplane.
Yeah.
But after you walk around town for all day, you want to take the taxi back to the airport.
And do they just charge you a fee to keep the plane for the day, or?
$12.50. It's a state park, so it's a state park fee.
Oh my gosh.
Yep,
That's amazing. And that's during the day. Now, can you keep it there overnight, or?
I think if you keep it there overnight, they probably charge you $12.50 a day.
Okay. Wow.
Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's what it is.
Well, I know a lot of people fly up there, so.
Oh yeah.
I had friends up there just tonight, and they took a picture of the airport for me.
Oh, okay.
They said, here you go, someday when you fly up here.
The airport is actually quite nice. When I first started flying up there, they had a runway, and you had to back taxi on the runway. There was limited asphalt parking. They kind of reserved that for the twins and the jets, so everybody else parked in the grass.
Got it.
But now they have a parallel taxiway and quite a bit of parking.
Cub 908, Cub 9er is downwind 27, touch and go, Wilderness.
Will Chris let his airplanes land on grass?
I'm sorry?
Will Chris let this airplane land on grass?
You know what, I don't know.
I'll have to ask him.
That's a good question. Yeah, we did soft fields, but we didn't do it on grass yet. So
the reason I'm asking is that guy was at Wilderness. Wilderness is a nice grass airport.
Yeah, you know, I actually, it's just north of Sparta, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that on the map, and
they take good care of it.
All right, there's White Cloud. That was perfect timing, 640.
And White Piper.
And they take good care of it. That's good to know.
Final approach, runway 27, Wilderness, touch and go.
So he's doing touch and goes on the grass.
That's a Piper Cub, I think.
Oh, okay.
In this, I probably would not do a touch and go on.
Yeah.
If the airplane started to run rough right now, where would you go or what would you do?
Started to run rough.
Yeah.
I think I would probably immediately start pitching for best glide speed.
It's still running, it's just running really rough.
Pull back my RPM.
Okay.
And maybe start repeat on. you have some icing or something.
But ask, what would be the best solution? I mean, those are all good. Those are all good responses because you do have to try to figure it out. How far is White Cloud behind you?
I'd look for a good airport. That's a very good point. White
Cloud is just behind you,
right behind me. Yep.
If you got desperate, just over there is Fremont.
Okay. So you could look for an airport to land at.
Yeah.
Of course, right?
If it's running rough, yeah. Start looking for someplace to land. Yeah, keep all these open fields in mind if for some reason it quits on you.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, look for a place to land while you're trying to resolve the problem. When you get on the ground at Fremont or White Cloud, you call, hey Chris, you got a problem with the airplane.
Call the owner, right?
That's right.
Oh.
By the way, this is just an FYI thing. If you're flying with a paper chart and you're heading south, make sure you orient your chart to the direction you're going.
Yes.
That way, I mean, yeah, you might have to turn it over to read something, but objects that are on the left side should appear on the left side of you, and things that are on the right side should appear on the right side.
Absolutely.
And if you have to read something, you can only flip it over for a minute. Can you invert that or not? No, I'm at this.
Oh,
no, that's okay. That's okay.
I don't think you. Well, you know what? I think there might be a setting where you can change it to the direction of travel, maybe.
I don't know, but don't mess with it. As long as it works for you right now, don't mess with it.
Yep.
Because this still gives you a good magenta line.
Yeah. Perfect. About 5 more minutes till we're at Grant.
Okay.
4 more minutes.
As we get just south of Grant,
okay,
here is a little private airport off to the left.
Okay.
Take a look, see if you can even find that thing from our directional flight.
Okay.
This time of the year, grass is pretty green. It's a turf runway. You might not even find it.
Wow.
I doubt if I can find it.
All right, I will do that, just south of Grant.
Even Wilderness is
I
hard
see
to
it
find.
there. Yeah.
And I know where Wilderness is. So did Chris tell you why they put private airports on these sectionals?
I assume just for safety, but...
That's it, emergency.
Emergency?
Emergency.
Okay.
And to land at a private airport, you have to have permission from the owner.
Okay.
But they're on there for emergency use.
Okay. Good to know. I see the beautiful town of Grant.
Okay, so that airport should be just a mile or two east.
I see the light
East of the highway.
Just a mile or two east of the highway?
Yeah. And it should be south of Grant.
Yep.
But the problem is we don't know what direction the runway's going in.
That's true. See that lighted tower blinking? It's right off there.
That's the big WZZM tower.
Oh, is it? That was my checkpoint. And at 6:50,
I think that's the ZZM tower.
Oh,
But yeah.
Just a couple more minutes, and I think we'll be right on time there.
Now, what makes that one easier to find is it has strobes on it.
Yes, it actually works. Yeah, must be just right up over here.
I don't know what direction the runway runs, but it should be out there someplace.
Almost just right off the wing.
And my guess is there's probably no cones or anything out there. It's just his private little strip.
Yep.
Should be right out there someplace because I see the little lakes over there. It should be just north of the little lake. So, yeah, it's hard.
I see a little cut green square back there, right between the two trees.
Yeah, that might be it.
Just south of the brown field. And
but you really have to hunt for it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Is that the,
That's Victory VOR. South of Grand Rapids.
Yep. We know that one worked.
So now if you wanted to go to the Victory VOR, what heading are you going to fly?
I'm going to turn this until I get my... Oop. I'm a little sensitive there. I get the needle is centered up on 2, about a 160?
Yeah, sure.
I've never done VOR before, so...
But, yep,
This will be fun to learn.
Well, I think your lesson 19 talks about electronic
I
map.
think it does, yeah. Amazing, this is so cool. Was that Muskegon?
That's Muskegon. Muskegon VOR works, but there's a lot of radios that are not usable.
Oh, really?
Field and Mount Landing, runway 27.
And so you have to check nodes to find out what they are. Some of them are only usable within a certain distance of the VOR.
Okay. Next checkpoint's in a couple of minutes. Sparta Airport off to my left.
Okay.
Just a few nautical miles to the left. So 3. Or 5, actually. I can see the airport from here.
So how many minutes did it take to go between the last 2 checkpoints?
8 minutes total.
So what's our ground speed?
So ground speed right now is 87 knots.
Oh, you get that off of there?
Oh, I estimated it at 90. It is showing here.
What's it saying, 87?
Ground speed of 88, 89.
Yep, see, you don't even have to get that whiz wheel out.
No,
coming up on your side of the airplane should be a north-south grass runway. If it's not there right now, it should be there within the next...
Where did you say? I'm sorry?
On your side of the airplane, it's a north-south grass runway.
Is it on the chart?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Is it coned and stuff, or is it?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Double check, make sure it's not on the chart.
Riverview Cessna 18 Golf, 10 miles to the north. Riverview.
Nope, it's not charted. But there is a north-south grass.
I think I'm going to come in and land at 3-2.
I would.
And we'll most likely
scattered 7,000. Temperature 27 Celsius. Dew point 19 Celsius. Altimeter 3001. Remarks. Density altitude 2,300.
Grand Rapids Air Traffic Control Tower, temporarily amended hours of operation are from 0700 local until 1700 local. Common traffic advisory frequency and pilot control lighting are available on 135.65 when the Grand Rapids Air Traffic Control Tower is closed. From 0530 local to 0700 local and 1700 local and midnight local, Great Lakes approach can be reached on 128.4. Great Lakes clearance delivery can also be reached on frequency 125.65 or phone number area code 269-459-3345. From midnight local until 0530 local, Chicago Center can be reached on 128.4.
I missed the wind, so
I did too. I think we have to recycle it, right?
Yeah.
Grand Rapids, Gerald R. Ford International Airport.
Automated weather observation 2258 Zulu. Wind 290 at 10. Visibility 10.
I think that answers it for us. We will land at 3-2.
I mean, at one time the Grand Rapids, well, at one time they were open all night. And then when they had the controller strike in the late 80s or something, they went from 5:30 in the morning until midnight. Now they're only open from 7 in the morning till 5 at night.
Yep. That's crazy. Alright. We're over I-96. Right at 7 o'clock. I was thinking 7:01, so... we're getting close. Just a few more. You want to do a normal landing, or?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll make a 5-mile call in a moment. Got my lakes out here. 1600 is pattern altitude. I got the Grand Valley Towers in sight too. Riverview Cessna 18 Golf is 5 miles to the north for runway 32 Riverview.
The regulations say for altimeter settings, if they're available within 100 miles of your current position, that's what you should set it to. So Grand Rapids is just over there 25 miles, so that's what you set it to.
Okay.
On a cross-country flight, your heading indicator, you should about every 15 to 20 minutes set it to match your magnetic compass.
I've noticed it really can move a lot. And your magnetic is the source of truth that you use, right?
Right.
So, and there's no deviation in this airplane. all night. Riverview Cessna 18 Golf, it's 3 miles to the north for runway 32 Riverview.
Actually, that was 3 miles to the west. Oh.
Thank you.
That's okay. They know we're out here someplace. But if they really want to know, they'll ask, where are you?
Now, is this okay to enter the downwind like how I just did? I mean, I know you're supposed to...
When we get on the ground, I'll tell you how I would have done it.
Okay. Riverview Cessna 18 Golf, left downwind for runway 32 Riverview. Right here, pre-landing checklist, seat belts and harness are secure. Landing lights are on, the mixture is best power.
Whiskey Mike 2, 8 nautical over the northwest and bound for landing. Left downwind at 27 Brookridge.
Alright, I'm gonna pull car Pete. And I'm within the white arc, so I'll drop in 10 degrees of flaps. Start our descent. Riverview Cessna 18 Golf, left base for runway 32 Riverview. Riverview Cessna 18 Golf, final for runway 32 Riverview.
airplane trimmed right now? I'll go to the controls. Okay, that's good. You can have the controls back.
Okay.
Just wanted to see if you had it trimmed, that it didn't go shooting way down.
Yep. It was trimmed pretty good, I think. Good test though there to see. Definitely making it.
Maybe it's time to get the permit to get rid of some geese again.
Oh boy, yeah. Riverview Cessna 18 Golf, back taxi runway 32 Riverview. Wow, there's a lot of them down there right now.
Yes, sir.
You really have to watch out on this airport. Riverview traffic, Cessna 18 Golf is clear of the runway Riverview. After landing, flaps up. RP on. Strobes landing light on. Set for takeoff. Transponder. Some fresh air. Awfully fun, Hugh.
Oh, that's why you're flying, to go cross country, to go places.
It's awesome. That was so cool.
That thing just about ready for us to go flying.
Wait, what? I'm sorry?
That tail-wheeled airplane back there.
Uh-huh.
I say you must have it just about fixed up so we can go flying in it.
Oh, great. Alright. Securing. Electrical fixed. We landed right at about 7:06, which is, I guess, 7:05. Well, not guess, but planned on. That was perfect. Good. 5-minute taxi back here. I'm happy with that.